Going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone a while, but it's my 2004 Chevy Astro van. Right now I have a P0455 code, or a major evap leak, and I'm going to show you what I did to find it, fix it, and kind of take you through the evap system. So underneath the doghouse there is a purge solenoid. And from that purge solenoid, it sits right into the intake manifold. From that purge solenoid, there's a little plastic line that goes from the solenoid to a hard metal line that goes from here all the way under the van. And you can see that is this one here. It goes from metal to plastic. Plastic line goes into the vapor canister or the charcoal canister. And the charcoal canister goes to the fuel pump inlet on top of the gas tank back there, and from there it goes back to the charcoal canister through this line, which is a vent solenoid. This guy's your vent solenoid right here. This system controls the vapors coming out of your gas tank. So in California, all that needs to be tidy and non-leaking for you to pass smog and get your car registered. And that's why I haven't been driving my van lately, is because I couldn't get it registered or smogged. So this was a real pain to get fixed. I pretty much went through everything in the system, replaced the purge solenoid, replaced the vent solenoid or the vent valve, and then found what was actually wrong with it. So let's get to the video and I'll show you what I did. All right, we're back in the van after a really long time. Found a hose that was disconnected on my gas tank, and had a huge evap leak. Got that fixed, reset the code, got another evap leak, so I replaced the gas cap, and I think this one's gonna fix it, I hope. I'm just doing a Chevy drive cycle, and I'll check back in with you when we're done with it to see if that evap got reset. Okay, I just got home and the catalyst monitor reset on the little drive from the freeway up to my house, but this evap is still the one. You're still the one that I need to get ready and green like all these other ones with no check engine light, and then I can take my van to get smogged. Okay, you can see the check engine light came back on. Saga continues. I'm gonna go back, hit ChatGPT again, see if we can't figure this out. I may have like a purge valve or a vent valve sticking open, but somewhere there's a leak in my evap system, and we're gonna get it figured out, hopefully. Okay, it's day 2. I cleared the code and I did a little diagnostic. Under here there's a purge valve. That purge valve was sticking open whenever I blew through it. It was supposed to be closed, so whenever I figured that out, I went and replaced it. It was like 45 bucks. I also did the vent solenoid or the vent valve, the canister vent, just in case. That was 35 bucks, so knocked both those out pretty easy, and we'll see what happens. Well, service engine soon, just just came back on again. Ugh, this is tough. This one's really getting me. I think I'm gonna have to buy a smoke machine and just be done trying to guess what parts are bad. Okay, smoke machine came in. It's this little thing right here, hooks up to the battery. This guy plugs into there, and then you put this end into like a port somewhere on your evap system. I am going to use my purge line, which is this guy. I don't know if you can see that with the lighting, but this is the purge valve or purge solenoid up here. There's this line that plugs into this, looks like that. The other side goes up to the purge valve. So I replaced that yesterday. This line seems okay, so I think this is a good entry point, and I'm going to be sending the smoke backwards through this line towards the gas tank. This is going to go through the evap charcoal canister then down into the tank, and then up through the tank, and should come out the purge valve, which is back over there. So theoretically I should close that purge valve just to make sure none of the smoke is coming out. Okay, I got my smoke machine set up. I got the oil in there. This is routed into that purge line that I was showing you. We're gonna go ahead and hook this guy up, and our pump should start. Okay, pump is going. We're set to evap. Let's go see if we have smoke. Okay, so I definitely see some smoke coming out now. Let's go ahead and put this guy in. And then we'll wait a couple minutes. We'll see if there's smoke coming out. Okay, so this is the vent solenoid. Here's the gas tank. The vapor canister is up there. This line runs from the vapor canister up to this vent solenoid or vent valve. So this is the vent, the other one's the purge. And then I just took a black glove and I put some electrical tape around this line and just capped this off so no smoke will come out here. All this should backfill, and where my leak is, smoke will come out. So let's go see what happens. Definitely saw smoke coming from the top of the gas tank. So the gas tank has to get depleted. I will start at a quarter tank, and I'm just gonna try to run it down as empty as I can to get back home. And then I'll drop the fuel tank, rerun the smoke test, and see if I can pinpoint exactly where the smoke is coming out from. All right, well, this was a lot more of a pain in the ass than I thought, but I think I found my culprit. I'm pretty sure it was the gasket laying on top of the fuel pump. You can see it's pretty beat up. I took a picture, I'll put it up of when it was installed. You could see the gasket was kind of kinked, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace this gasket, lube it up this time, get it all back together. But what I did was I put my smoke machine in this line here, which is for the purge solenoid, and then backfilled smoke through the tank, and I could see it coming from this area. I'm just gonna go ahead, replace the gasket that I see is bad, put it all back together, and hope I don't have to drop this stupid tank anymore. If you have any questions about this system, I feel like I've gone through it pretty good, leave a comment. I'll try to help you walk through it, but wish me luck. All right, so next morning, I got my coffee. This is my contraption to get the fuel tank back up. I got a normal jack. I got the jack from the van, and I'm just kind of teeter-tottering it up, and I'll put the straps on. I got the 2 lines hooked up for the fuel pump. I'm pretty sure all this stemmed from when I did the diesel heater. It runs on gasoline, but everybody knows the diesel heater, so that's what I call it. I didn't get that ring clamp turned all the way, and I think that was because the gasket wasn't seated correctly and it wasn't allowing it to turn fully. So I forgot to take a picture last night, but it's definitely seated all the way up there now. It was dark. I was kind of frustrated, but it's seated. I got to reconnect all the rest of the lines. I got to reconnect the filler neck and the purge line, all that stuff, take it for a spin, and hopefully that code doesn't come back. So this has been a pretty in-depth look at the whole evap system on a 2003 Chevy Astro van. If this helped you out and you think you can fix your problem, leave a comment, say what your problem is. I appreciate any feedback. So I have it, you can see this red cone is being pushed into the purge line. Just like I showed you earlier, I'm back feeding the purge line through the tank, and we'll see if we see any smoke coming out. So far, none out of the gas cap. And I think because this glove is actually filling up, that's a good sign that it's holding pressure. Whoa. So if I squeeze it, there's some resistance. I think if there was an air leak, when I squeezed it, it wouldn't fill back up. All the smoke would just go out where it's leaking. So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes and pray that this system is all sealed up. Oh, that's a good relief. I'm not out of the woods yet, but seems like we're getting somewhere. All right, I think if this thing is sealed, whenever I remove this, I should hear a hissing sound. Yeah, baby. All right, it's a good sign. Okay, we're gonna replace this guy back on here. Hopefully I don't break anything. Got a little snap. Then all I have to do is go on the other side of the van and reconnect the vent line and take it for a test drive. All right, fun fact. In California, you don't actually have to have the evap monitor reset. You just have to have no codes. And that evap is the only one that can be not reset. So I just passed my smog test, and he said it's just gonna take a lot of time to get that one to reset. So we're back on track. Now I got to go to the DMV and pay some back fees, and we're back, baby.